Robert Martin, I know you're a big supporter of Crown on the Rocks. Pull yourself some Crown on the Rocks because you're going to be able to watch the Crown while you're sipping on your Crown Royal on the Rocks.
All right.
Let's go. I got slides and everything. Whoa. There we go. Yes, from Las Vegas, Nevada.
What's this?
T-Mobile Arena. The Crown first ever tournament. There's money to be made here, folks. There's NIT, there's CBI, but you forgot about the fucking Crown, which will be aired on Fox. And what's great about it is they pick majority of these teams are from major conferences, and they're going to get through all. They start tomorrow, and it ends before the Final Four. I mean, talk about getting all that shit done. Yeah, it's perfect. That's perfect. Shout out to Bet Boy Tony C, my guy there. Giving us $20. He says, I've been tailing Max blocks for a month. He's way up. Let's go. If Willard hauls ass, what are some wait, didn't he leave? I thought he already left.
Yeah, Willard's
gone.
This morning or last night.
That's a blessing in disguise, in my opinion.
That was a 1:45 a.m. news dump. How about that? Who would have expected that coming from that guy?
Yeah, that's a blessing in disguise, in my opinion. I saw Steve Blake saying, "Give me an interview."
I saw that.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve Blake. I think I don't know what Villanova is doing, to tell you the truth. I don't like the move for Nova and for Maryland. I think we'll see if Buzz Williams works there, but I think Buzz Williams is an upgrade from Kevin Willard, certainly. Mac, what do you think?
Man, I'll tell you what. If I'm Texas A&M, I'm rooting for Buzz to get that job, so then I can hire Chris Beard. If I'm Texas A&M, I'm hoping for those dominoes to fall. I see Buzz Williams. He seems to want to get out of A&M for whatever reason.
Tony Skinn? Is it too early?
I mean, if Kim English can get the fucking Providence job, why can't he get the
I don't think that's looking so good.
Yeah, I think Buzz seems to be the front runner. Yeah, I don't know, man. I got to see who's the AD. They got to hire an AD first.
Yeah, it's a total.
Willard got the AD fired.
It's not going to be good.
Not fired, but the AD left because of Willard.
Yeah, like I want to see who the AD.
Can we talk about how much of a slime ball this Kevin Willard guy is?
No, because we've only got 19 minutes. Sorry to run.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We'll save that for an off-season episode.
Yep.
Next up, we got the Crown futures market. YouTube.com/The College Experience. So you got these teams in it. Odds on favorite is Boise State at +390. The Cincinnati Bearcats at +450. Nebraska +550. Villanova, the Wildcats with Mike Nardi, the former shooting guard coach of them, +700. The Trojans of USC, Eric Musselman, +750. Yeah, the very, very, very Golden Knights of UCF +1,000. Arizona State, Bobby Hurley said, "I told you I'd make a tournament." Oh, I didn't know. This Crown is exciting. It's a tournament. You know, made it. Don't fire me. Made the tournament. Had that in my contract. Colorado +2,000, or Arizona State's, by the way, +1,800. Butler, Thad Matta's back +2,000 there, and then Ed Cooley and the Georgetown Hoyas +2,200. Utah, Josh Eilert, your tenure's done. Not yet. +2,500. DePaul, the RuPaul Blue Balls. Shout out to Cannabis Capper +3,000. I know he's probably pissed away some money there. Oregon State +4,500, and the Cougs of Wazoo +7,000. And the Colonials of George Washington, +7,500. And L. Ron Hunter, he said, "You know what? I'm not taking that North Texas shit." Right? +8,000. Green Wave. All right. Guys, I know we have a slew of transfers.
Yep, I have the entire list. I created it during the show and a little bit prior.
Good work.
Yeah. Colby was telling me that everybody's going to play. Not quite. I'm here to tell you that
everybody. I was surprised. I thought it would be more.
I'm here to tell you that there's only 7 teams that can possibly win this tournament. So.
You think this is going to go chalk like the NCAA tournament?
No, I'm just saying the teams that are
homework.
missing starters aren't going to win the tournament.
I was doing my homework for this on Friday, and I thought it was going to be a bigger list. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But
I was a little bit more impressed that there's not like more, but yeah, 9 teams are missing at least one starter. So
there we go. And Boise State's plus 390. They're familiar with these trips to Vegas. I took a piece of that action because I think that's still juicy enough at plus 390. So I did take a piece of that action. My other plays. I have 3 futures in this conference. I took USC. I don't know if that's one of your teams that you don't think can win this thing, but I just thought Musselman. Okay,
they are on the list that can. They've lost 2 reserves, but they have it intact.
Well, I just think also if you look at first year coach, team playing, like you're starting to understand what he wants out of his team more and more. There's money as an incentive, so it's not like another like if USC was in the NIT, I would fade them in the first round. But the fact that they're actually playing for money, I'm like, hey, I know USC. Let's go. And then I took, me, Bieniek. How many times at a preseason episode say, you know what? I'm going in on Butler. Thad Matta. Matta plus 2,000. They bringing him back. This is what it is, man. The team feels more comfort. They know he's there. They're not going to hit the portal as much because they know our boy's back. All right. They're stepping up the NIL according to reports. Mac, what are you doing here?
Well, the NIL is not going to benefit you in this tournament because that's next year's roster. Cincinnati was really good before they got into the Big 12 play. Maybe they got all this experience. They should win the tournament. But Wes Miller, I don't know. They've been so up and down. I'll take Cincinnati plus 450. And if it's a shady money situation here, Arizona State's got to be involved, baby. 18-1, give me the Sun Devils.
Oh, this guy's just taking every fucking Big 12 team, Bieniek. He's still buying into fucking Cincinnati being good.
We got 5 out of the top 8 teams in the odds. I'm looking, I go, God damn, how many Big 12 teams are there?
Yeah, no wonder why you love this tournament. You were texting me saying, I can't wait for this crown action. I was like, yeah, I love the crown too. They should do like 5 of these tournaments. The more college basketball, the better the planet is, as far as I'm concerned.
I feel like the Mountaineers aren't in here. We'd roll through this thing if we had a coach. And they long shot. Give me Wazoo. Wazoo was really good.
I thought about that. If they could recapture that magic from early in the year, they look good. One of the things that stood out to me, I don't know if you caught my VEASAN segment, but I was like, I kind of like their path.
Yeah.
I kind of like their path. So, Bieniek, what are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah. So Mac, his 2 normal ones are good looks. Both teams, both rosters are intact, and I'm going to co-sign one of them. I'm actually going to take you to this bracket here. I like Cincinnati. Their price was plus 450. Their first game's against DePaul. DePaul's missing 4 players. 1 already committed to Indiana. 1 starter's already gone. 3 rotation players already.
Hey, Cannabis Capper, I thought you were donating to their fucking collective, buddy. All right.
Yeah. So I like the round 1 win. Oregon State's missing their best 3 players. Michael Ratai is one of them. Leader in points, rebounds, assists. Like that, without Ratai, no Oregon State. I really like that team during the year. UCF has a whopping 8 players in the transfer portal. Cross them off. So Cincinnati's already into the Final Four here. And Wes Miller really needs this. Like, this is a guy that's probably going to enter next year on the hot seat, winning some games in the Crown, maybe even
some
possibly
extra money for your university,
maybe possibly winning the tournament. And you've got an intact roster. I like Cincinnati to be able to do it. And then my second look is going to be, I've liked this team the entire year. Nebraska plus 550. If they get past Arizona State, which is a tough round 1 matchup, Arizona State has an in-roster matchup or in-roster intact, but I like the coaching matchup for Nebraska against Arizona State. I'll take the mayor over Bobby any day of the week. And then Georgetown, no Thomas Sorber because of the injury. Drew Fielder, the backup center, is in the portal. So just no center whatsoever to go up against Nebraska's front court. And they've got plenty of length there. And then the other team, sorry, I have to remove the comment, is Washington State, which Matt gave out as a look. You talked about how they were interesting.
I think it's worth a sprinkle on Wazoo.
They're without Isaiah Watts and Nate Calmes, who've been two of their better players all year, and then Marcus Wilson. And then Cedric Coward, their preseason best player on the roster, he's hurt. He's done for the year. So
but wait a second here. They can still beat Georgetown.
Nebraska.
They could still beat. Okay, I got your point.
Yeah, I like Nebraska.
Right. But if Arizona State beats Nebraska, Wazoo could beat Arizona State. They play it every year. Right?
I'm gonna take Cincinnati and Nebraska to at least get me into the Final Four, and then we're in business.
This tournament's gonna be fun.
It is.
More Big 12 teams. Come on, let's go.
I like my Butler Boise play because one of them's fucking coming out of there, and that means I'm gonna. And then on the other side of things, I actually thought about a Nova play because just Eric Dixon's been balling out so bad, and I actually think their culture is better than a lot of the cultures in this tournament.
Who's their coach? Who's filling in?
Mike Nardi, the former shooting guard back in the day, who was lights out for them.
This is a tournament Tad Boyle wins.
That's what I'm saying. Tad Boyle, though, they ended the season looking good.
I know.
They did.
Boyle
but that's the other thing, too, is like all these teams are coming in, shaking off some rust. They haven't played in 2 weeks.
That's what I like about it, though. You get to
reprogram from
scratch. My CPU is a neural net processor, a learning computer. Yeah, I like my USC play because L. Ron Hunter's been flirting with North Texas. Where the fuck are they at? All right, Tulane's got their head. You know, they're fucking Mardi Gras. They're fucking doing Jaeger Bobs. USC's gonna get them, and then who knows who they're playing? Who knows who they're playing?
We got to start picking some games here.
All right.
I hate to be the one raining on the parade.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
We've got 9 minutes, and Colby wanted to do both days games. So.
You're goddamn right. I do. Folks, want to tell you before we get to that action, though, that the college basketball experience is brought to you by SeatGeek. You're in Vegas. What are you doing? Get yourself out to the Crown. Enjoy some college hoops. You're in San Antonio. Make sure you check out the Final Four. Pay up for your tickets because those pro stadiums are bullshit. All right. You're in Indianapolis. What are you doing? Get out to the NIT at Henkel Fieldhouse. If you're at the Frozen Four action going on, college baseball going on, all these other great sports going on too. Nothing like seeing live sports in the flesh, which is why I highly recommend checking out SeatGeek. They are the best priced ticketing app as far, from my own personal experience, they're by far the best. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek's the number one rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and much, much more. I love using it. I use it all the time. I'm going to use it in a couple weeks here. Actually, I'm going to use it in the next 10 days. So anyway, SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10. So you're getting a good deal. So look for the green dots. Green means good. Red means bad. Plus every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And Pick Dundee came through for you because your promo code SGPN10 is going to get you 10% off your next set of tickets. All right. Over at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN10. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later over at SeatGeek. Utah, Butler. Wait a second. So Butler's, they gave up their home court to the NIT, which didn't invite them. I guess they elected to play for the Crown. So they're in Vegas. That's another thing we didn't really handicap is who's more affected by partying in Vegas. But this spot, though, I'm all over Butler. Utah's got coaches, players going. It's like the goddamn 405 freeway over there. I know that they're used to playing in Vegas. They have this big Mormon population in Vegas, which I always wondered. That was always weird to me. But I'm on Butler. Thad, I'm telling you, I feel like a good chunk of the roster's back. Thad, the fact he's coming back, I think they want to play for their guy. I'm all over locking up Butler, by the way. So not only did I take a future, I'm going in on this lock. Lay the 1.5. It's all on Fox Sports 1, folks. You got to check it out. Mac?
Is Butler supposed to win this game?
Yes.
They're
so
yeah.
If you want to kick it off to me, Colby, and I can talk about who's playing, that would be it. Maybe help to both of you. But Utah, 7 players in the portal. 2 of them are starters, and Lawson Lovering and Jake Walline, and then Butler, just 2 reserves in the portal. So Cocktail Napkin has Utah as a 1.5 point favorite, but I mean, just got to throw all this shit out because it's based off the year, and the entire teams that you're watching all 5 months of the year are not playing in this tournament. So the Napkin is going to get just trucked here, but I'm on Butler. They're favored for a reason. So.
And by the way, this is a quadruple header on FS1. It's fantastic tomorrow.
The total on the Napkin's 158 too. So if that is more of your fancy, if you're going to watch the game and you're just going to root for points, over.
So Butler's supposed to win the game. They got more coming back. That means they'll lay an egg like they always do, because that's what Butler do. Give me the Utes. Nothing makes sense with Butler. Yeah, the Utes will make shots. Next man up. Let's go, portal team.
Oh, we got a problem. We got a problem.
Give me the Utes.
Just not gonna happen. We got a battle in Vegas for the crown. Dundee, Bieniek on these Dolphins. Max saying the 2 Utes.
Butler's gonna piss you off one more time this year.
I never said I was betting this. I'm not free firing
Don't
on
be
all these
such a
games.
pussy. We only got 4 games tomorrow.
Boo that man. Boo
and
that
who's
man.
Playing? I don't know who's playing, who's motivated.
Who's playing? It should be you if you would place a wager. All right.
No, I ain't
sitting over there, goddamn neutral. All right, get in on the fun, buddy.
This
you know
game
what?
sucks, and Max betting his best friend who's on the sideline here for the Utah Utes.
Let's go, baby. I'm fading old Thad Mott. I like Thad Mott, but whenever he's supposed to win, he never wins.
But you know what, though? He's 0-0 in crown history.
Exactly.
He starts off 1-0. He's going for that crown. All right.
Hey, maybe Josh Eilert's the next Coach K of the crown.
Mike White of the crown.
Say it. Next up, George Washington, the Colonials are taking on Boise State. Boise State laid 8.5. I know Keegan Harvey is in the port. No, Bieniek, tell me everyone you got listed.
So for George Washington, only one player, but it is their 6th man. It's Darren Buchanan. And then for Boise State, 2 reserves. I didn't list the names because they haven't really had much minutes. That's pretty much an iron 5 for the Broncos. So yeah.
Keegan Harvey's another bench guy on George Washington who's out, but he barely plays. I'm all over these. I know I just took a future on Boise, but the Colonials are going to cover this. I hate Boise when they're laying a big number. All right. I think Boise will win this game, but Colonials, give me the 8.5 all day here. Yeah. Lock. Let's go. I'm betting all these games. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'll battle you. Give me Boise. They're laying a big number for a reason. They'll be motivated. Veteran group. I'll fade G-Dub. It's a long trip. They're going to be mesmerized with Vegas.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm gonna take the team with the best. I'm whacking away with my hammer right now. Best player on the floor in Tyler. Easton Deegan.
He's my favorite player in college basketball. His name is Tanner Degenhart.
Yeah, I'm going with Tyson Dagenhart. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dagenhart. Yeah, I have called a couple of his basketball games this year, but I still didn't remember his name.
Yeah. Can't remember your favorite player's name. What a world.
I'm on the Broncos. I just think this is like your team. Your storyline could be one last ride because there are a bunch of seniors and Leon Rice is a good coach. So I'll take the Broncos.
Is that a lock?
Yeah, I'll lock this one because I know who's playing.
There we go.
Bieniek?
What is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you.
We got a battle. Dundee on these filthy Colonials. Mac and Bieniek say Buckham Bronco. Next up, Nebraska, Arizona State. I remember this game in football in '96. Bet NC Nick a big amount of money, and it was a bold play because I said I don't need points. Give me the fucking money line. Jake Plummer, Pat Tillman, they're gonna get this Nebraska Cornhusker team. And of course, he took my action, thought I was the biggest idiot. And then they got him. They got him at Sun Devil Stadium, and they had 2 safeties that game. We got a rematch of that. Nebraska's laying 5.5. Nebraska. That's a new thing. Nebraska. I got no idea what this is. The hardest game on the fucking slate.
I will tell you, all 10 starters are playing. So,
yeah.
Hey, what if I told you in the non-con Arizona State beat New Mexico and St. Mary's on a neutral floor?
Yeah. This is a hard one to honestly. Which Arizona State are we going to see? But you know what? I don't trust Nebraska in Vegas. Give me the Sun Devils in the points, and
you trust Arizona State in Vegas?
There's money involved.
Tempe is Vegas, dude. There's fake tits bouncing, fucking girls. There's distractions, right? Tempe is there, to me that you can handle distractions when you go to Vegas.
Hasty, according to 24/7, Arizona State's only player in the portal was
in the porno. In the porno,
yeah,
they probably have had a few guys in a porno.
That too, yeah. Josie Sonnen is the only player that I know for sure is not playing 24/7.
I'm gonna set the odds on this. First off, I know you got BJ Freeman in a porno. Yep. Come on, check out BJ Freeman in Throbbing Hood. Coming to theaters.
The coach Bob and Hurley. All right.
Yeah, Bob and Hurley. We got like this. We can go through their whole goddamn roster. You're on Nebraska, I think, right?
No, I'm actually on Arizona State for what it's worth, because I from what I know, both rosters have everybody playing. The cocktail napkin has actually the Sun Devils favored by 2. So there's pretty good value here. Arizona State, for what it's worth, finished, I guess, competitive against good teams. Nebraska State, for whatever reason, shit down their leg in the Big Ten. Didn't even make the Big Ten tournament. They lost 6 or the last 7 games and 5 in a row. So I think Nebraska wins it because they're trying to avenge that stretch that kept them out of the NCAA tournament. But I think it's too many points.
Man, Arizona State's going to look like a top 25 team tomorrow because there's money involved here. Give me the Sun Devils. They're gonna knock off Nebraska. Let's go.
Yeah, all of us. What could go wrong? All of us are riding the Sun Devils.
Forks up, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Runs the crowd.
Georgetown. This is the nightcap. Tomorrow night we're doing the show. We'll be sweating out action on Georgetown Wazoo. God bless America. Georgetown's laying 3.5. I don't know. We might wait. We might wait until this classic to end. I think it ends at 1 a.m. though. I don't know if you guys are bold enough for that. But Georgetown is laying 3.5 against Wazoo. I had a hard time with this one. No Sorber, no Fielder. Who else is out? Bieniek?
Just those 2 for Georgetown. But we've got Washington State without Isaiah Watts, Nate Calmeese, and Marcus Wilson.
I'm taking Wazoo. I don't trust Georgetown in Vegas. All right. This is perfect.
Washington State.
Oh yeah, I've been to Pullman. All right, they're putting Skittles in their goddamn Zimas. All right, they're getting ready. Give me Wazoo.
I will say Georgetown's on the verge of a couple big splashes in the portal for next year right now. How focused are they on this game, especially their staff?
There's no way.
Give me Wazoo, baby.
All
Wazoo,
about the pace.
Yeah,
too,
Wazoo
right?
more motivated. They were good in the non-con. David Riley and company knock off the Hoyas. Back to DC.
They're top 35 team in pace. Georgetown likes to play slow. You're out in Vegas. You're telling me they're not doing Jaeger bombs, especially in the NIL era. You're telling me you're not going out 18 years old chasing scattered ass in Vegas. You're telling me get out of here. Get out of here. Wazoo all day. Smash play. Let's go.
Hoyas and the Colonials will be on the same flight Tuesday morning. Southwest Airlines. See you guys. Back to DC.
There's nothing worse than the flight home from Vegas.
Oh God.
Right? It's. I mean, if there's ever a time to buy the shit, the shades over the eyes, not the sunglasses, but the actual fucking sleeve over the eyes. I mean, that's where they should be marketing that thing. Bieniek, it seems like you're going with these Hoyas.
Yeah, I'll take Georgetown just because I feel like they're the more talented roster. I like the over. I don't know how much defense is being played between both of these teams for what it's worth. And I do know that David Riley, very good offensive coach. They had a top 100 offense this year. And, I'll I'll take the over in this one. Not much defense being played, I don't think, in either one of these.
There we go. And that caps off Monday. Tuesday's action and don't worry, we'll be back tomorrow to talk about line movement here and also the NIT action. But the RuPaul Blue Balls DePaul. The Blue Demons are catching 9.5 against Cincinnati. You know, you guys are talking a big talk. I know the Cincinnati team's been a candy ass team all year. Give me DePaul and the fucking points here. They're going to cover this thing. I don't give a shit who they wheel out there. All right. This Cincinnati team has been a candy ass team all year. Taking the points here. Lock it up. Mac, what are you doing?
You know, I got Cincinnati winning it, but I think DePaul's going to cover this game. Early tip in Vegas, late night the night before.
Oh, yeah.
DePaul,
I do not trust Cincinnati. I mean, I guess I don't trust DePaul either. Both these teams are on arrest watch, I would say, in Vegas there. But Bieniek, what are you doing here?
What's the history between Holtman and Wes Miller? All right. Both coached inside the state of Ohio for a couple of years together, and there's got to be some kind of head-to-head. For what it's worth, I think Wes Miller's got the better roster, but I don't think he's a 10-point better coach. I'll take the 9.5 points in this one.
Yeah, Holtman's been good as a dog this year. I like it. Let's go. RuPaul.
Napkins got that at 6.5 and the total at 140.
The UCF very, very Golden Knights are taking on Wayne Tinkle and Oregon State, and it's down to 4.5 now. I'm seeing. Damn, the line's already dropped a point. Both these teams have their entire goddamn roster gone.
Total joke.
This is why I like Oregon State. They were in the Pac-12. They would do that tournament in Vegas. All right. They're used to going to Vegas. They know what it's like. All right. They know how the bastards think. All right. So, give me these Beavs plus the points here. Don't feel amazing about this one, though, if I'm being honest. Mac, what are you doing here?
I will concur with you. I'll take Oregon State. It wouldn't surprise me if they won the game outright. They were good in the non-con as well. I think the WCC was just pretty damn good. We're not giving enough respect. I mean, their only two losses are to Oregon and North Texas. Yeah, let's go Beavs as a dog in Vegas where they're familiar.
Yes, and Noah, before I jump to you, Roger Long says, you guys love to gamble. You're goddamn right, buddy. All right.
What else do you do?
We were betting marble races the whole goddamn COVID.
What do you want me to do? Hang out with my wife? What the fuck?
Best time of my fucking life. Everyone said COVID was horrible. I'm sitting over there just marble races. I'm cashing Korean baseball. It's fucking phenomenal. All right. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, so both rosters are totally ravaged right now. UCF has 8 players in the portal. 7 of them are reserves. Keyshawn Hall's the big name there, best player. And then Jalen Sellers has been hurt. He's also in the portal for what it's worth. And then Oregon State missing their top 3 scorers, Michael Ratai, Nate Kings, and Parsa Fala. But when I was looking at this, cool fun fact, Kings and Fala, both 0-star recruits. I think that's just how good of a job Tinkle did this year. Getting some guys in through the portal. They excelled in the non-conference. This is a team that I really fell in love with. I'm disagreeing with the napkin here when it comes to the spread because of both throw all of the past history out from this year. I like Oregon State to win this thing and cover. And the total I have is much north of the 158.5. So I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to take the over here. Just think there's a lot of running up and down and not much defense in this matchup.
I love it. I mean, really, that's the best part about it. It's like, who gives a fuck about the players? This is all about the university. All right. This is what we're doing here. This is yeah. Mac, you're on the Beavs, right?
I'm on the Beavs. Yeah, I'm on the Beavs.
Yeah.
I'm not letting that was UCF.
All three of us on the Beavs. Just for the Big 12. Next up, Colorado taking on Mike Nardi, the Villanova legend. Hey, if Nardi wins this crown, he might be able to parlay that into the next job at Bucknell or some shit. You know what I mean? Something. Nova's laying 2.5. I'm going to lay it. I think this is I'm a Buffs fan, and I know Tad got them playing better to end the season. Villanova's got that pride, and Eric Dixon is going for the all-time scoring leader at Villanova.
Oh shit, we've got a Antoine Davis thing going on here.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Where
Exactly.
he broke it in the CBI.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about someone in the chat for a second. So I was looking for the chat.
No, the
Yeah, I
Detroit guard
remember the
from like
Detroit
2 or 3
Mercy.
years ago.
Yeah. I'm laying the 2.5. Lock it up. I feel pretty good about this. Mac, what are you doing here?
I'm on our Buffs, man. Dude, they played their ass off down the stretch. And Tab Boy, it's a young group. I think that they're going to continue the momentum. Villanova, they've been up and down all year. They're supposed to win. That means they'll choke. It's Villanova. Be right in walking through that door.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty solid matchup. Colorado, just 3 reserves in the portal, and Villanova, just 1 reserve. So napkin number might be accurate. And it has Nova as -3 and the total at 140. So it's basically right on the dot. I am going to go with Villanova once again, just when it comes to maybe Eric Dixon wanting to show off a little bit more on a, they're the only game on at that time. I would assume he's trying to play in the NBA. I'll take the team with the best player.
There we go. Final game on the slate tomorrow night. As far as the crown, we got Tulane, USC. Didn't Tulane just beat him in the Cotton Bowl 2 years ago? Funny shit happened there. Remember that? USC's lay at 9.5. I'm all over. I know I took a future on USC. Give me the points. It's too many fucking points. Like, give me Tulane. Like, I don't know where the fuck their head's at with Hunter leaving, but I just feel like 9.5 is a big ass number.
He's USC, back.
Is he for sure out the door?
No,
I think he's back. But what? Caleb Banks is gone. Cam Williams is gone, right? They're not playing in this. So I'm still thinking it's too many points. I think USC wins by 7.
Yeah, what's his name? Robinson got the North Texas job from Cleveland State. So Cleveland State.
Yeah.
Give me the green wave, man. The points. I'm not laying that big a number with USC. I mean, they've been so up and down this year. I think these games are going to be closer than we realize too. I think it's going to be an entertaining tournament with the money factor. So yeah, give me the green wave here to stay within that number.
It's not a high bar to be more entertaining than this year's NCAA tournament. I'll tell you.
I know it.
I'll take Tulane. I think it's too many points. USC's roster is intact. They have 2 reserves in the portal. Tulane, they're missing 2 starters, Cam Williams and Caleb Banks, also a rotation player and Mari Jordan, and then 1 more reserve. But I think that's a lot of points for a USC team that I was not totally sold on this year. So I think they've got the better coach. I think they got the better roster. They win this game, but it'll be closer than 9.5 points.
There we go, folks. That's our show right now. But just know, if you're saying, well, why would I listen to tomorrow? Because we're going to react to the first day ever of the Crown tomorrow night. And also,
there's 2 extra games that we pick.
And also, we got 2 NIT games from Hinkle Fieldhouse, North Texas, UC Irvine, Loyola Chicago, Chattanooga. We will be talking about those in depth tomorrow. And we'll some of the other drama, maybe some coaching hires, maybe some the Broom injury update, perhaps. All that stuff we will have covered tomorrow. Make sure you give Noah Bieniek a follow on Twitter at NoahB77_. Make sure you check out our Frozen 4 episode that I'm sure we'll be tackling at some point this week.
Next week.
Yeah, next week. Well,
they're taking this weekend off.
So yeah, we're gonna have an episode for you. College baseball experience as well. College football experience just dropped an episode regarding the Stanford coaching situation. Go check it out. We got 2 scheduled for tomorrow as well. So check out all of that stuff. And give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The college basketball experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. Don't forget about YouTube, youtube.com/The College Experience. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Steal your girlfriend's phone and subscribe over there. Steal your goddamn neighbor's phone, whatever. Subscribe, please. Till next time. This is the College Basketball Experience Crown Edition. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.
I lost a bet on the Super Bowl, so I had to dive in and crawl around through the snow. Don't believe me? Believe me, there's a video. We made it to promote March 5th and then we did the show. Before March, there was a winter to be lived through, and snow fell on the DC metropolis. In some other cities, this wouldn't be big news, but where I live, it felt like an apocalypse. Not the kind where zombies are the wrath of God, but the kind where Mother Nature doesn't laugh it off. I didn't laugh at all. I saw the sky smoking the blunt now, waiting for the ash to fall. Traffic stalled for a few weeks. Capitol Hill of snow taking up a parking space. A couple notches on the beltway ain't unique, but higher in freezes get more than your heart to race. I mean, the rats were frostbitten, they lost it, risking their lives just to make it to the office. Exhausting, caustic, cold front rose up through the mid-Atlantic and did its damage. Detective Bailey didn't expect a camera and brought a gun to a snowball fight. I know my rights in the season of mood swing. Some of us winning, some of us losing. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. That broken clock's been blinking since winter. I hope it's not telling me I was born to lose. I lost my temper, but I found my center. Winning winter, so I can stay warm with you. So I can stay warm. So I can stay warm. So I can stay warm.